I'm going to read this. He says, Noble Drew Ali said, I have brought you something you can shout about. A Moorish marriage is the return and acceptance of man's natural spiritual marriage. Now, as we get through the prophet's lessons, I'm going to take you to Hilton Hotima's book, Awaken the World Within, and I'm going to show you the true marriage between a woman and man. It's going to blow your socks off. It says a Moorish marriage is the return and acceptance of man's, meaning male and female, natural spiritual marriage. It is a divine bond of a much higher degree than the issued license of a legalized foundation to forming a family in the United States. And for the better part is the totality of everything known about marriage laws among the descendants of Africa born in the United States. Okay, now I'm going to jump right down here to Noble Drew Ali. The prophet sends marriage laws to all temples. The prophet used to marry brothers and sisters in the temple. And he sent out laws to all the temples of how it should be performed. Okay. But first I want to read this part here. He went on to say, the illustrious one, meaning Noble Drew Ali, instructed the Moors, when you get married, go before your grand chiefs and let him perform the ceremony. A few did this, but most of them did not obey their prophet. So Noble Drew Ali threw them back to the Europeans because they were not ready to be themselves a nation. He shouted, then go downtown and buy your wives. So what are we doing? We're going downtown, get married, getting a marriage license. You're buying your husband and wife.
Same thing as the church, right?
Same thing. So the prophet sends now marriage law to all temples. He said all marriage ceremonies of members of the Moorish Science Temple of America must be performed by an ordained minister and the head of the temple, which will be a sheik. If not the prophet, it be the sheik. Any man desiring to take unto himself a wife and receive our Moorish rights, he must go to the city hall and receive his license to be registered in that city. So the only thing you're doing is going to City Hall, getting a marriage license, and recording with the city, or county or state in which you live. He said it then must be turned over in the hands of an aforesaid ordained minister or sheik or head of the temple after city officials have properly signed it. So if anyone wants to get married here, you get the marriage license, bring it back. I signed it. All right? Then we'll properly sign it. The prophet says the price thereby for such administrating to man and wife will be $5. So they paid the temple $5. For all those who have their papers and desired our Moorish marriage ceremony, it is $3. We Moors cannot marry no one. Hear the words of the prophet. We Moors cannot marry no one, but we obligate you according to our divine laws and covenant, the laws of the land. This must be proclaimed and made known to every temple so that there will be no misunderstanding. There will be no misunderstanding about our prophet and my teachings, because Allah alone binds two hearts together as a union. Did he say he married you? No. He said only who alone? Allah, God alone, can bind two hearts together. These are the marriage obligations and instructions for man and wife. Chapter 22 from our Quran is to be read first to the husband, and chapter 21 is to be read secondly to the wife. These are the instructions of marriage from our Holy Quran. Please obey the laws as given to you by your prophet through your governor. He goes on to say that Noble Drew Ali constantly told the Moors, the Moorish Science Temple of America, is no social organization. It is a divine and national movement. By you being born here doesn't make you a citizen. I forgive you of everything that you did before I came. Now you are a nation. You are responsible for your deeds. But that's the same thing we tell our brothers and sisters. You have been forgiven for all the things you have done in your past because you didn't know. But now that one has come to warn you and let you know what you are doing, now you are responsible for your own actions. And that's what truth does. Truth makes us responsible for our own actions. I can't blame you. I can't blame the devil. I can't blame my job. I got to blame me. For the prophet says, if man must find his God, he must look well within. His name is self. If man must find his devil, he must look within. His name is self. Allah never created a heaven and hell for man. We are creators and make our own. Metaphysically, the term devil, D-E-V-I-L, spell it backwards, L-I-V-E-D. You your own devil. Huh? Nobody telling you what to do. Look at some of the old comedy pictures. You have a man getting ready to do something, or a woman, and an angel will appear on her left shoulder, look just like who? Her. Will be like, don't do that. That won't be right. Then the devil will appear on her right shoulder, who will look just like who? Her. So who gets you in trouble? Who gonna get you out of trouble?
Self.
Who gonna save you?
Self.
These are the lessons of our ancestors. The church now gives you a substitute. Oh, brother, that's that devil. Damn him. Damn him to hell. And the devil looking like, why you do that? He did that by himself. What you blaming me for? All right. Any questions, comments so far? I'm going to finish this up shortly. Any questions, comments so far? Anyone? Any questions, comments so far? Brother Nobadoy, so Sheikhs, any questions, comments? Okay. Jesus explains this very plainly that no priest nor state officer of the law has the power to form the marriage tie. These unions are but bonds of straw, and they who live in them commit adultery. Because marriage license is only giving you license and permission to have sex. Yes, sir.
I have one question.
What's that?
When did they invent the ring? When they started putting rings on each other's fingers?
Well, the rings is ancient. They came from my ancestors.
Okay.
That came from my ancestors. That's something that's from us. Wearing a wedding ring. Well, that's the union. Look at the Hebrew letters. The Hebrew number numerically of 10 used to look like this. Because the one represents the phallus, the circle is the womb. This is the union. Now you're about to find out what the sacred marriage is. The two souls
Wait a minute.
bound together.
That was referring to Delta.
See, so these are called the Adept lessons of marriage. All right. Okay. In Awaken the World Within, Hilton O.T. Then I'm gonna use we're gonna quote from the Bible scripture one last time, and then we'll be through. But Hilton O.T. Awaken the World Within. So I hope our brothers and sisters that will be viewing the DVD would be able to go, wow, and do the research, buy them the Black's Law Dictionary, look at their Bibles, get them Aquarian God What You Used to Christ. If you can't find that, get you a Circle 7. Please buy the biography of Noble Drew Ali. If you want extra copies or something, let us know. We can talk to Brother Elihu and we can get these copies to you. People need to know the true history of the Prophet. We got Moors running around shaking because we're not members of the Moorish Science Temple. And they claim, well, you got to be a member of the Moorish Science Temple. And I said, what did the Prophet say in chapter 47, verse 10 and 11? What your forefathers were, you are today, without a doubt or contradiction. That means if they were Moors then, I'm a Moor by descent. That no man, including the Prophet, can change man's descent nature unless his powers extend beyond the great universal God, Allah. They running scared. Masons getting upset. You got to be a Mason. You're born a Mason. What does it mean? My son. Every man has a mother. Every man lays on 90 grade in the mother's womb. Every man stands on a square from birth.